Good day, everyone. My name is Mary Joyce Nicole L. Manalo, and I'll be presenting chapter 4 to 6 for food service management. So, for the physical factors in menu planning, a menu must align with the facility's capability to prevent overburdening equipment and staff. Overloading specific kitchen equipment, such as ovens and griddles, while underutilizing others can lead to inefficiencies and service delays. Equipment capacity, including steam kettles, griddles, and storage facilities, directly affects production speed and food quality. Proper planning optimizes operations by adjusting cooking methods and utilizing alternative equipment, or incorporating convenience foods to balance workload and skill levels. Additionally, dining with and service areas must be considered as overcrowding and complex service styles impact customer experience, so the menu should always be consistent with the establishment's theme and decor. So labor is a significant expense in food service, making it essential to balance employee skills with menu demands. Overworking staff leads to inefficiencies, while underutilization causes boredom and high turnover. Skills inventory helps align labor capabilities with menu requirements, reducing training costs and maximizing efficiency. Other factors such as seasonal availability, cost fluctuations, and storage constraints. So, using terms like in season for menu items ensures flexibility while maintaining quality. Volume purchasing can stabilize costs, but must account for storage expenses. So, a well planned menu optimizes revenue, minimizes costs, and aligns with operational constraints. So for the guest expectation, a successful menu must align with both explicit and implicit patron expectations. So while customers may not always express preferences directly, surveys, interviews, and focus groups help identify dining trends. So restaurant must balance physiological needs, which drives basic food consumption, and perceived needs, which influence indulgence and impulse decisions. So a mix of nutritious options and satisfying cravings ensure broad appeal. So for the variety and psychological factors, menu variety plays a key role in customer satisfaction. So while diverse offerings keep menu exciting, excessive variety can lead to decision fatigue. So a mix of well-known favorites and innovative dishes maintains balance. So presentation techniques such as creative plating and interacting dining elements enhance food appeal without altering flavors. So psychological factors such as comfort foods providing emotional satisfaction influence dining behavior. Strategic variety, familiarity, and emotional appeal creates an engaging dining experience. So, in terms of appearance, temperature, texture, and consistency, dining is a multisensory experience where appearance, temperature, texture, and consistency are crucial. So, the visual appeal of a dish, including the color contrast and plating, influences first impressions. Bright, natural color enhance attractiveness, while dull hues reduce appeal. Texture and consistency impact enjoyment. So crispy, chewy, and creamy flavors adds variety, preventing monotony. Proper consistency ensures expectations are met. So for example, mashed potatoes should be smooth. Temperature affects taste and satisfaction. So a serving hot foods hot and cool foods cold. It ensures that hygiene and optimal flavor. So time and seasonal considerations. So menus must align with the time of day and seasonal influences. Breakfast food are typically unappealing at dinner unless marketed as a novelty, while heavier meals suits evening dining. So cultural traditions also shape expectation, with holiday dishes maintaining seasonal appeal. So Patrons' food preferences are shaped by habits, but don't always match actual menu choices. So, studies such as those conducted in the military reveal discrepancies between stated and selected foods. To address this, establishment use taste panels to evaluate potential menu items based on flavor, consistency, temperature, color, using a 0 to 9 rating scale. So effective panels requires carefully chosen tasters, as factors like smoking, alcohol, and stress affects taste perception. So taste tests rather are best conducted at 11:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. in quiet settings, sometimes with blindfolds, to isolate taste from appearance. Some establishment also offers guest samples to gauge new items informally. So patrons expect menu items to match their mental image. Aided by clear descriptions and knowledgeable service staffs, menu terms should be simple, precise, and free from ambiguity to prevent misinterpretation. Unclear and exaggerated description can lead diners, and foreign terms should be explained. Successful menu balance clarity and with engaging description, so sometimes using teaser names to intrigue guests. So, in Truth in Menu Standards, law ensures menu accuracy, preventing misinterpretation of food quality or ingredients. Federal regulations define food standards, such as requiring egg noodles to contain a minimum egg solid percentage. So, nutrition labeling laws, including trans fat disclosures, continues to evolve. So, for health concerns, dietary guidelines emphasize healthy eating and exercise with resources like mypyramid.gov helping consumers tailor diet. The challenge remains in balancing knowledge with eating habits. So for menu pricing should align with patrons' value expectations while covering costs. A fair balance between affordability and profitability is crucial for both institution and commercial food services. So for obtaining operational costs, so to control costs, managers must first identify and analyze them. Simply knowing costs does not control them. So it only highlights areas requiring actions. So tools like budgets, financial statements, and inventory reports help food service managers monitor expenses and detect food cost issues. Once a menu is planned and priced, operational functions such as purchasing, receiving, storage, preparation, service, and cleanup must be controlled to ensure costs align with pricing. So technology plays a crucial role, automating inventory tracking uh, and cost monitoring. So efficient purchasing, proper storage, and standardized recipes can help maintain quality while reducing waste. Food cost analysis includes both overall expenses and individual menu item, each serving a distinct purpose in financial management. So total food cost is expressed as both a dollar amount and a percentage of total sales. It is typically calculated using beginning and ending inventory along with total food purchases. If daily food cost reports are maintained, costs are accumulated throughout the period for a more accurate figure. So a detailed report may categorize food costs such as dairy, meat, and bakery to identify cost issues. So management can also estimate future costs using pre-costing or averaging methods, aiding in budgeting and menu planning. So while traditional methods like the spindle method provide quick estimates, computerized systems now enhance accuracy in food cost reporting. So the cost of food items can be determined through four methods. First is the purchase price per portion. Second is calculating the number of portions from a single purchase unit. Third is recipe costing. And four is yield test. So these methods can help in accurately determining food costs for both individual and group serving. So for calculating portion cost, if a food item is bought in portion sizes, its cost is simply the purchase price divided by the number of portion. For example, if five steak costs 22.50 in total, each steak costs 4.50. This method is straightforward and commonly used in food calculation. So when purchasing food in bulk, portion cost is calculated by dividing the total cost by the number of portions. However, food losses, such as cooking shrinkage or ingredient absorption, must be considered. For example, if a case of 6 cans of artichoke bottoms costs $47.40, each can cost $7.9. If there is 35 bottoms per can, each portion costs 0.23. Cooking losses or absorption of ingredients like oil is also a factor to get in the final portion cost. So labor cost is a key factor in menu planning, influenced by staffing, scheduling, and menu complexities. Skilled labor is costly and intricate dishes require more preparation time. Efficient hiring and training reduce turnover and improve productivity. Menu planners can control labor needs by opting for simpler preparation or using pre-prepared ingredients rather. Though convenience foods may have higher costs. Labor expenses, including wages, taxes, and benefits, are measured as a percentage of sales or cost per item per meal. Some establishments track efficiency by meals produced per labor. So labor costs vary, with clubs exceeding 50% of sales, while takeout units may be as low as 15. So efficient cost control is crucial in food service preparation. So both commercial and institutional sectors manage costs differently, but share the need for effective budgeting. So if food and labor costs exceed manageable levels, the menu may not be sustainable. So nonprofit food services such as hospitals operate on a budgeted allowances per meal bed or person rather than using food cost percentage like commercial businesses. This budget allocates funds for food, labor, and other expenses over a set period, helping institutions manage subsidies and maintain affordability. So for commercial cost control, commercial food services typically budget based on percentage of sales, with food costs around 35% and labor at 30%, totaling 65%. Exceeding this limit can threaten profitability, especially with rising operational costs. Pre-costing, forecasting costs based on menu sales helps operator adjust offerings to maintain profitability. So several for controlling food costs, several factors contribute to high food costs, including poor purchasing, waste, and inaccurate forecasting, and the lack of portion control. So for forecasting, predicting sales trends help ensure that the right amount of food is prepared. Factors such as holidays, weather, and promotion influence demand. Software can help managers refine forecasts and reduce waste. But for portion control, standardized portion sizes prevent overuse of ingredients. Tools like portion scoops, ladles, and measuring rods ensure consistency, minimizing food waste and maintaining cost efficiency. So by implementing strong forecasting, portion control, and food service operation can optimize costs and maintain financial stability. So for controlling labor costs, first is allocating costs. So labor costs are allocated based on units produced, meals served, and hours worked, cover served, or dollar sales. So next is scheduling labor. So efficient scheduling is crucial for labor cost control. Bar schedules, graphs, and forecasting tools help prevent businesses adjust staffing based on peak demand. Improving productivity. So time clocks and computerized systems tracks work hours, wages, and job assignment to streamline payroll. So for other controls, so first is managing fixed costs. The manager should help regularly assess operational costs labeled as fixed, since some can be controlled. Next is the employee meals and cost management. So some businesses cut costs by eliminating employee meals. So, but this can lead to increased pilferage and sanitation issues. Many establishments provide discounted or communal meals. So next is the inventory and waste control. So selling out of a special is preferable to over preparing, which can lead to waste and serving inferior products. Lastly is the employee engagement and flexibility. So part-time workers offer flexibility, help manage overtime, and bring fresh enthusiasm to operations. So for budgeting costs, so budgeted planning and flexibility. So food service budgets serves as operational guides outlining expected income and expenses. So next is the ration allowance and cost allocation. So some institutions use ration allowances to allocate food costs per person. So for budgeting method and zero-based budgeting, zero-based budgeting starts fresh each period by projecting future conditions, allowing managers to evaluate cost-effective decisions. So historically, many pricing methods that are not based on cost, such as emotion-based pricing, competitive pricing, and market-driven pricing, have been implemented by varying degrees of success. Market-driven pricing often requires extensive research and observation, while traditional and competitive pricing is relatively simpler to implement. So pricing based on tradition. So many businesses align their pricing with industry leaders, ensuring they remain competitive. Consumers' perception plays a crucial role. So, for example, customers may expect European wines to be more expensive than Californian wines, even when quality is comparable. Different food service models require different markups to maintain profitability. So, prices that remain consistent over time can become ingrained in customer expectations. Businesses often fail resistance when increasing prices. So they opt to keep prices stable on key items while adjusting markups elsewhere. So market leaders such as McDonald's can establish traditional price points that competitors follow. However, businesses that adhere strictly to traditional pricing without adjusting for cost fluctuations may face financial risk in the long run. So setting prices based on competitor rates is a common approach, but it carries a risk if not aligned with internal costs or customer expectations. So businesses should analyze how their own costs while studying competitor pricing strategies to maintain an optimal balance. So competitive pricing is often essential for quick service restaurants, especially for value bundling strategies. This strategy based on the highest price customers are willing to pay while maintaining demand and profitability. So market research plays a crucial role as perceived value often outweighs actual production costs. So a well-positioned product can command premium prices. Businesses can enhance perceived values through differentiation, exceptional service, exclusive experiences, and effective marketing. So study shows pricing strategies significantly impact customer perception and buying behavior. Charm pricing, such as using $6.95 makes items seem cheaper, whereas round pricing, such as $10, is preferred in fine dining. So customer base to categorize prices into approximate ranges, making large price jump is noticeable. Businesses can use psychological strategies such as subtly price increasing price increase, and restructuring menus to maintain sales while adjusting pricing. So, market research helps businesses identify acceptable price levels for their target customers. Gathering data on market demand allows restaurants to set strategic price ranges. Pricing should reflect perceived value and ensuring customers feel their spending is justified by quality and experience. So prices fluctuate based on supply and demand. Seasonal availability impacts ingredient costs, influencing menu pricing. Businesses must balance cost-based, competitive, and value-based pricing strategies to remain profitable while meeting customer expectations. So for menu pricing method, several pricing methods helps food service businesses achieve profitability. First is gross profit pricing. So it uses historical profit data to maintain pricing consistency. Next is the one price method. So it charges a flat rate for all items common in bakeries and casino. Next is the marginal analysis pricing. So it maximizes profit by analyzing price, volume, and cost. So next is the cost plus profit pricing. So it ensures a fixed profit margin per item. So for minimum charge pricing, so it requires customers to meet a set spending minimum. And next is the pricing based on sales potential. So it adjusts marks up based on items cost and sales volume. Lastly is the pricing aids. It is a software tool that assists in setting prices and managing inventory. So a combination of pricing method ensures profitability while maintaining customer appeal. A business should monitor competition but avoid relying solely on competitor pricing. Implementing strategic markup and evaluating customer response help optimize sales and profits. So nonprofit food service operation focus on covering costs rather than generating profit. Costs may be supplemented by patrons, government agencies, or charitable donations. Accurate cost tracking is essential for making adjustment when necessary. So employee meals are often considered as operational expense. Pricing may be based on actual costs, company policy, and standard charges. So discount or nominal fees can be applied to recover costs while ensuring affordability for its employees. So adjusting menu prices requires careful strategies to prevent customer resistance. During periods of rising costs, price increases may be more accepted. Some businesses temporarily move an item before reintroducing it at a higher price. Gradual price adjustments are less noticeable and help maintain customer trust. So for pricing pitfalls, so first is avoid pricing solely based on food costs, as other expenses impact profitability. Next is ignoring supply and demand fluctuation can lead to mispricing. Third is prioritizing customer value perception ensures sales stability. Lastly is market data should be analyzed carefully before setting prices. So for my personal reflection, menu planning should align with kitchen capacity and dining space to ensure smooth operations and efficiency. So for my personal reflection number two, considering staff skills during a menu planning simplifies operations. So using seasonal ingredients and strategic purchases reduces costs while maintaining food quality. And lastly is changing menu prices can be challenges and gradually adjusting or having small changes help prevent customers pushback and maintain business stability.